So imagine stepping onto the ice for basically the biggest game of your life. You have the most explosive offense on the planet, the tournament MVP, and, the absolute hottest goalie in the world.
Right, the ultimate dream team scenario.
Exactly. But then for 249 consecutive minutes of championship hockey across 3 different tournaments, actually your team just completely forgets how to score a single goal.
It's just wild. I mean, it completely defies every piece of sports logic we normally rely on. Welcome to our deep dive today, by the way. We are unpacking a really fascinating forensic analysis by Stanley Cup winner Martin Cibák.
Yeah, he took a very close look at the 2026 Ice Hockey World Championship Final.
He did, and our mission here is to figure out how the tournament's absolute best team somehow lost the gold. Because, as we'll see, pure talent just does not always equal victory. The data here is staggering.
Staggering doesn't even begin to cover it, honestly, because going into that final, Switzerland was just a juggernaut. I mean, they had a 9-1 record. They outscored their opponents 48-8. They had Roman Josi as the MVP, and then Leonardo Giannoni in net with a 0.56 goals against average.
Which is insane. Like, to put that in perspective for you, if you're not a huge hockey fan, that means he was allowing barely 1 goal every 2 full games.
Yeah, it's basically an impenetrable wall. And yet, they lose to Finland 1-0 in overtime. And you mentioned that 249-minute drought in gold medal games. Swiss star Nico Hischier literally just called it very frustrating.
Which feels like the understatement of the century. Right?
Totally. I mean, it's like a brilliant student who aces every single practice test, but then completely freezes the second they sit down for the final exam. If they clearly have the talent, at what point does this become purely a psychological block? Especially when an entire country is holding its breath.
Well, the temptation is definitely to say they just choked, right? But reading Cibak's analysis, this wasn't just a mental freeze. This was, honestly, a tactical suffocation.
Oh, interesting. So not just bad nerves.
Exactly. I mean, a 48-goal offense doesn't just spontaneously forget how to shoot. They ran into a defensive system that was built specifically to neutralize that exact kind of creativity.
Right. Let's talk about the Finnish goalie, Justus Senninen. He wasn't even the presumed starter, was he?
No, he wasn't. But he pitched a 22-save shutout anyway, though the real story isn't just his saves, it's the saves he didn't even have to make.
Okay, yes. This brings us to the second period, which is the moment that completely breaks my brain.
The power play.
The power play. Switzerland gets a 5-on-3 power play for nearly 2 full minutes. So Finland has 2 guys sitting in the penalty box.
Right.
With 2 fewer defenders, the ice is wide open, the passing lanes are massive. You should be guaranteed multiple high-danger shots on net. And Switzerland registered 0.
Literally not a single shot.
See, I'm going to push back aggressively here. Players always blame bad luck or a lucky bounce when they lose 1-0 in overtime, like they did here with Konsta golden goal at 70-42. But when you waste a 2-minute 5-on-3 advantage on the biggest stage, do you just forfeit the right to complain about luck?
I think you absolutely do. But you also have to credit the structure. When you're down 2 men, the defending team collapses to the center, right? They form this incredibly tight triangle to protect the net.
Yeah.
Finland executed this blocking structure with so much discipline that the Swiss simply couldn't find a clean lane. Instead of taking a gritty, less-than-perfect shot, the Swiss players just kept passing the puck around the perimeter.
Endlessly searching for a flawless opening that wasn't there.
Exactly. Because under massive pressure, incredibly skilled players overthink. They try to engineer the perfect play. Finland didn't overthink. As their defenseman Ali Meite noted, you just leave your ego at the door and block the lane.
Does this tournament prove, then, that a disciplined, ego-free system is actually way more reliable under pressure than individual brilliance?
Oh, absolutely. And this isn't an isolated anomaly. The source points out the bronze medal match, where Canada outshot Norway 36-24.
Wait, 46-24?
Yeah, and Canada still lost. Norway walked away with its historic first ever top division medal. Again, an ego-free, disciplined system, just absorbing the pressure of a vastly more talented roster.
Because structure simplifies decisions.
Yeah.
So what's the takeaway for you listening right now? Whether you're managing a team, launching a high-stakes project, or just dealing with a crisis, relying purely on individual brilliance is fragile. Execution under pressure consistently beats raw potential.
Totally. The simpler the system, the harder it is to break.
Which leaves us with a pretty provocative thought to chew on. If a rigid, disciplined structure can entirely shut down the most creative talent in the world, at what point does an obsession with playing perfectly actually kill the very creativity you need to score the winning goal?